What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Now, as you can see, we're in the fish room today, and it's a real big day for me. I need to move this 6 foot tank today. So yeah, it's a massive job. I've been dreading it, putting it off, but yeah, the new tank's gonna be coming shortly, so I need to get this done today. And also I'm gonna have to move this little tank here as well because it's in the way. So yeah, there's a fair bit to do. It's Sunday today. I'm pretty hungover as well. I've been out in London sort of all weekend doing bits and stuff. So yeah, I need to get this done today basically. But obviously there's quite a few fish in here. I've got a Asian arowana here. There's a couple of big plecos. There's about 17 clown loaches, which I'm probably going to have to put in with my big gang clown loaches in the monster tank. But they are quite big fish, so they should be fine. The plan is to get this moved over here. Get it moved over here, get it all set up obviously today, get it done, and then I can move some of the fish straight back into the tank, and then yeah, it's ready to go because I've got a new wicked fish coming next week which I'll go and pick up, so that's going to be going in this tank. So I've got to get it done for them as well, and I can't have the clown loaches in this tank because there's other fish. I don't know if it's going to get on with the clown loaches, so they've basically got to go in the other tank. But anyway, there's no point moaning about it. You might as well just get it done within a few hours once you messed about, drain the water out, stuff like that. You never know, things can go easier but things can go harder. But what I'm planning on doing is sliding this tank into the middle of the room and then hopefully turning it, if that makes sense, sort of not lifting it off the stand, so I won't have to get anyone out to give me a hand. I can sort of pull that myself. But if it doesn't turn in the room, I've got to go and get my brothers to give me a lift out, put it in the garden, put it on a couple of bits of 4x2 or whatever, turn the stand round and then bring the tank back in. But fingers crossed I can turn it in this room. If not, yeah, it's gonna be an absolute nightmare. But anyway, let's see how it all goes. First of all, obviously I've got to move this one because it's right in the way. So I need to get all these fish in a nice warm bucket for them. I'm gonna go and put them in my house somewhere for a couple of hours with an air stone, let them chill out. And then I don't actually know where I'm gonna be setting this one up for now, because obviously it's gonna be in the way because the new tanks come in here, so that needs to be nowhere near here. They need enough room to mess about and build a tank and stuff like that. But yeah, there's always a way around things. We can figure something out. So I might be able to set this up in the house somewhere for a month or so or whatever, because obviously I've got some cool fish growing in here. I've got the bass, birches and silver dollars and stuff. So yeah, I want to keep these guys all alive. That's what's the most important thing about this. But yeah, let's crack on and get this done. So that's that tank draining down now. I've had a good idea and I've moved this tank over to here. So as you can see, it's right by the door, so hopefully we've got enough swing this one around now without moving that one again. And I use some of the water from this one to drain into there, so yeah, the temperature hasn't gone down too much in that tank. But yeah, just got to wait now, let this one come down a bit. I'll start catching fish now. So yeah, let's go and get a net, start catching some fish. I'll probably get the arowana out first. I'm going to put them in a plastic tub over there probably. Actually, I won't, I'll go and put them in the house because there just won't be enough room and they end up stepping on a box or something stupid. So I'll get the fish out of the room. Like I said, the clown loach is going to be going in the tank in there, so that should look absolutely mental. They are pretty big, to be fair. They're not as big as my ones in the lounge, but they are pretty big, so it should be fine. But yeah, let's start cracking on and getting the fish out of this tank and this massive bit of wood. Also, I've forgotten how many bristlenose plecos I've got in here. There's loads, I've just noticed, all over the wood, so need to catch them as well. I might even put them in with the snakeheads because there are a few bristlenose in there already, and they're just a great fish at doing the cleanup. So yeah, I'll probably put them in there. But let's do this. Right, so I've got the blue base arowana in the box here. Honestly, these are quite easy fish to catch really. I just put the net in front of him, he swam into it, went a little bit crazy in the tank, but hasn't hurt himself, hasn't lost any scales. He was actually easier to catch than the Oscars the other night, but he's an absolutely stunning fish. He's yeah, he's a lot bigger than he was last time I moved him, but instead of stressing him out anymore, I'm going to get a lid over him, put an air stone in here, let him chill out in the house for a bit, keep him warm, and then I've got to try and get the rest of the fish out of this tank as well. But I might as well actually show you the fish. Check him out, man, he's absolutely sick, beautiful fish. You can see the blues on him at the back there. Beautiful specimen. It's like in perfect condition now as well, because obviously he's been with no other arowana in the tank, so absolutely love this fish. But he's got a wicked mate coming next week, so let's keep him safe and get him done. So oh my god, this is hard work, man, catching all these fish. There's so many. I've got most of the silver dollars out now, a few of the clown loaches. I'm still waiting on it to fully drain sort of to here, then I can catch them a lot easier. But let me show you what I've got so far. So check this guy out, man. Titanic pleco in here, absolutely sick. There's a sick lid in here. It's an Embuna, I'm pretty sure. Can't really remember the type. It's pretty common though. Some of the clown arches in there. Big silver dollars in there. There's one more to catch. But this is how the tank's looking. I've obviously took all the FX6s off now. I've still got to take the FX6 heads off this side and the inlet. The heater still needs to come off, but I'm not going to do that until it's drained down a fair bit, because my pipes are doing their job right now. But yeah, I don't really know what to do, because obviously I've got a new fish coming. I'm not telling you what it is, but I've got substrate in this tank as well. But it's quite grainy, if you know what I mean. It's not small grain, it's sort of biggest grain. I don't know if they like this sort of grain, so I don't know whether to take all the substrate out and get new. But I can always do that in the future, but obviously you want to do it now really, because so yeah, I don't really know what to do about the substrate, but I could always leave it in there, because it's quite a fair bit in there, and it's obviously really expensive to like massive bags of it, especially for a 6-foot tank like this. But yeah, fingers crossed in the next next half an hour or so, I'll be able to move the tank over and then basically set it back up again. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. I'll let you know anyway, guys. Okay, so that's all the clown arches out of the tank. There's about 16, 17, something like that. Let me show you. So they're all in this bucket now, pretty stressed, so I need to sort of speed this along now. So some of these I'm going to put in the 4-foot tank, and some of them I'm going to put in the 10-foot tank. There's some are smaller and bigger, some are bigger than others, so I don't want the arowanas to sort of think they're dinner. So I'm going to sift through them in a sec and see what's best. But yeah, they're all in there ready to go. Silver dollars are all in there. I've got a couple of plecos to get out of here, but I'm going to let this fully drain now to the bottom. There's like a bristle nose there, look. There's actually a massive mal in there somewhere as well. But yeah, it's nearly done. I need to speed it along now, because obviously I've got my aging arowana sitting on the kitchen side, which I might as well actually show you. So yeah, in my lounge now, you can see some of the massive clown arches, which are at the back here. So these guys are like monsters really compared to the clown arches I've got over here. I've actually got a few big ones in this bucket, but nowhere near compared to these. But if you look like that one there, he is massive. So he'll be fine going in there. There's about 5 that'll be okay going in there, and then the rest are going in this tank here, which will be absolutely fine. Then I can actually sleep at night, because I do love a clown arch and I don't want to be losing any fish at all today, so that's the main thing. But here's the arowana just sitting on my kitchen side. You can see him doing fine, but he will start getting stressed soon, because obviously he'll be weeing, he'll be pooing in the water. He might actually get a little bit of cloudy eye today, but that's normal. Then the Titanic pleco and stuff like that in here. But honestly guys, I'm going to quickly get this done, rush off now and get the tank moved, because I don't want to let these fish stress them out even more, like for time wise. But I'll show you the end result. So tank's in place. I've just leveled it all with all my metal shims. I had all metal shims on the side over here, so let me show you my metal shims. So this is what they basically look like. I use them at work for packing up doors and things like that, like bifolds, sliding doors, big heavy duty stuff. But you can, if you want, you can use timber or PVC, but I do like the steel ones I've got, they're really good. But the tank's all nice and level now, which is good. It's in place, so I can start putting everything back together, start filling the tank up, and then get the arowana and the silver dollars and stuff back in here tonight. I've removed the substrate as well, because the fish I've got coming probably won't love the substrate that I had in here, because it was quite sharp. So yeah, that's gone, but I will be probably getting some nice sand for that fish. But check out the state of this tank, man. Look how white it is. Obviously where the glass is, it's quite a rough tank this, but when it's full you don't actually see it. But I didn't pay anything for this, so got it free. Built a stand myself out of some timber I found at work, so it cost me absolutely nothing. So yeah, you can't grumble at that. But yeah, it's in place and that. I really need to get this done now, fill it back up, and then we can add the fish back to it, and then job done. But I'll show you when it's all done. Okay, so I've got the tank behind us. It's near enough full now. I'm just obviously using some of the tank water from my monster tank to obviously heat the water up a bit quicker in here, and the tap water going straight in now. I'm absolutely knackered. It's been a hard few hours. I've got the arowana waiting in the box here, the plecos and stuff are waiting here. The silver dollars are in the tank. You can't really see them right now because the water's so murky and stuff. But yeah, I'll come back out here in probably a couple of days when it's all settled and stuff and everyone's happy in that, and I'll show you all the fish and stuff. And then yeah, this week I'm picking up a new fish this tank, so it'd be absolutely wicked to find out what fish that is. I obviously know, but you guys don't know yet. But yeah, you probably love it. It's going to be mental. It's something I've never kept before, and I've always wanted to keep one, so some of you probably guess what it is. But yeah, we'll get in there. Let's come back out in a couple of days, and I'll show you the end result. At least the wall behind us now is ready for the other tank, so they can come and build that when they like, and then the fish room will be done then. And then I'm probably gonna have a spot on this wall here which will have another bit of room for maybe a grow out tank, something like that. I really want to get rid of this tank eventually because it's not really that big, and yeah, just want a decent looking tank really, to be honest with you. But yeah, the fish room's coming along really nicely now. I'm hoping I'm gonna be really happy with the end result of it now, because obviously I'm not moving anything again, because yeah, it's a complete nightmare. And obviously once this 8-foot tank's built behind me, it's not going anywhere, because yeah, they weigh an absolute bomb. But anyway guys, I'll come back out in a couple of days and let you show you what it looks like. So everyone, it's been about 24 hours now. I've just got in from work, just come home literally to check the tank. I actually checked it this morning and all was fine, but we have had a little bit of a problem. Obviously I moved this whole tank yesterday, moved all the fish, moved the filters, everything. So it was sort of turned off for about 4 or 5 hours or so, and the fish were pretty stressed out. And I did notice one of the silver dollars did actually bump himself quite bad. When I put him in the bucket, he went absolutely mental and swam around the bucket like absolutely crazy. And I thought he'd come back, but sadly, we have actually lost him. He is actually still alive. Let me show you. So there's a silver dollar at the bottom. He's a big old guy. I don't really like taking fish out and killing them because I just don't find it humane. So I'm going to let him sort of pass away on his own, but he's definitely not going to make it. You can see there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up that well, but and I've got my dog scratching at the door just over there as well. But all the other guys are doing absolutely fine. You can see the Asian arowana here doing absolutely fine. The blue base, the other 4 silver dollars are doing fine. Titanic plecos there, the other big plecos at the back. All the bristle nose are obviously hiding in the wood there, but you see the silver dollars are following the arowana around. It's quite cool. But obviously we removed all the substrate from this tank, so it looks completely different. The arowana is so much more colourful without the substrate in it. It's really funny how that's changed the arowana. But yeah, really sad about this silver dollar. I hate losing fish, but it was a very stressful day yesterday for all the fish, and I think I've done really well, to be honest with you. Like, I sort of lost 1 fish and that was it. All the clownatches are doing absolutely fine in the tanks in there. I'll show them on another video because they're doing absolutely wicked and they look so cool. There's so many clown roaches now in my big tank, and I sieve through some of them and put the smaller ones in the smaller tank, if that makes sense. So there are some real cool clown roaches in the 4-foot tank now as well. But guys, that is that tank moved, so all well and good. And the blue cichlid, I think it's an embuna, is doing fine as well. He's come back to life. They were sort of all chilling yesterday on the bottom and stuff, but yeah, they're doing absolutely fine. And there is actually a crebensis at the back here, just on the filter head. I don't know if you can see it because I'm getting a bit of glare. Yeah, you go, you can see it there. And he's doing fine, but I don't know how he survived in this tank for so long with like a big predator swimming about, but he survived and he's doing fine. I'm not going to move him, I'm going to leave him in there. But yeah, this tank is now ready for the new fish, which I'm hoping to pick up this week, guys. But anyway, the fish room's ready now, like I said, so yeah, all ready to go for the new tank and the new fish for this one. But really sad news about that silver dollar. I'm going to let him pass on his own tonight, and then I will probably go and bury him in the garden or something like I do with most of my fish. But anyway guys, thank you for watching the video. As always, like and subscribe to my channel, ding the notification bell, and keep it real everyone.